Hello everyone, it's late in the day in the shop. It's 3:43 Eastern Standard Time. I have two things I want to talk about. First thing is the Amazon debacle with the employees working in the warehouse, not having access to restrooms, and their business lifestyle inside of Amazon is one of those things that looks a little negative for them. They're getting a little bit of negative press. I'm a big believer in letting your employees kind of manage and, believe in the edge technique, and bringing my employees up and allowing them to do their thing. And if I'm up their butt micromanaging everything all the time, then, hey, it's more work for me, and, maybe we're a little bit more productive, 10, 20%. And that might just mean, a little extra money for everyone. But, when it comes down to it, if you want to work, you will. If you like your job, you will do it. And you should look at life, your work life, a lot like your personal life. Does it make you happy? Do you hate it? Is it negative more than it's positive? And if it is, you got to make a change. The people that go into work for Amazon, they're the type of people that are probably looking for work, and they're in the beginning stages of finding a career. Or a career might mean that they bounce around their whole lives when they're doing whatever odd jobs that they decide to do or find or whatever out of necessity. I haven't really met anyone who says, hey, I would love to be an Amazon runner in an Amazon warehouse. That's my ideal career, These people are hired because, that's the job that's available to them. That's where they're at. It's okay. That's their life path. That's positive for them. That's okay. Hopefully, the experience of working in that place leads them to bigger and better things because they hate it. I mean, for instance, I hated school. I hated school like with a passion. And now I have a 9-year-old kid who also hates school just like I hated school. And I wanted to drop out of high school when I was 16, and my mom wouldn't let me, thank God. And then I went away to college, which I didn't really want to do. Went to community college, and it was the best thing ever. I was like, oh my God, I actually learned in an environment where I'm being treated with respect versus going to the high school and getting talked to like I'm a dumbass all the time. I really hated that. Respect is a two-way street. All right, let's not get into that right now. So anyway, long story short is, during the summers and a lot of my career in school, during college and outside of high school, I worked for my dad. My dad owned a construction company, and he had, he built houses and whatever else. And you know what I did for my dad? I was a carpenter. I worked for him, but before I became a carpenter, I swept snow off of lumber. I made sandwich runs. I did all kinds of really low quality work, things that would be considered like bitch work. I was the bitch, okay? And it didn't matter that I was the GC son, My dad didn't give me any preferential treatment. I was the low man on the totem pole. And that made me realize that I didn't want to do that type of work. I hated it. I would come home ice cold, my fingers would be frozen, my mouth would be blue in the winter, and then in the summertime I'd be passing out from heat stroke. And that was the best education you could ever give somebody, is go to work and do that stuff and realize that you don't like it, so that you can go get an education and hopefully build a network for yourself so you can go get a job that you actually do like, so you can do meaningful, productive work, okay? And these folks who are working in the Amazon warehouse, I'm all for human rights in the workplace. I think it's great. I think you should have human rights. I think you should have the right to a bathroom and breaks, and you should get somewhat livable pay. But at the same time, don't complain too much, because you're just getting started. A lot of us worked our way up through the ranks like this. Hard work makes good men. Okay, and we have to remember that. If good men and women. Okay, so. When you're out there doing this kind of thing, just think that it's a stepping stone. It's an education. Everything you do is an experience. And if you learn from that experience, if you're self-aware enough, you can say to yourself, I like it or I hate it. And then you can move on or not. Or you can continue making runs for Amazon and filling boxes and shipping them out. And that maybe that's your life purpose, and that's okay too. You know, the Buddhists would say, wash dishes for the sake of washing dishes. There's no purpose in it other than to get clean dishes and do it and be happy and shut the hell up. But, you know, for me, I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted my own path. I didn't mind risk. I thought, you know what? Screw it. I can do this. I can start a company. I've got ideas. I'm a relatively smart human being. I should be able to open a business and be positive and fruitful and contribute to society and do it under my terms, man. Mine. All mine. And that's exactly what I did. In 2006, I quit my cushy government job. I was working in a network for city government. I was like, yeah, I'm the IT director. I walk around, oh man, pocket protector, and like, yeah, you know, making lots of money, good money. I hated it. I worked for all these people who were under power trips, and they'd worked in government for so long, so they were like super annoying, and they would look at me and go, you're just a nerd, and you know, you geek speak, and blah, blah, blah. I hated it. I walked in, gave my resignation letter to my boss, and he was just like, adios, goodbye. He didn't care. What did he care? And then, so I started my own thing. I had 2 kids. Actually, no, I had 1 and 1 on the way, which is even scarier. Well, my wife wasn't working. She was staying home with the children, and we had no choice but to make money. I had a mortgage, and life was scary. I had a lot of motivation to go to work, and I had no help. So it was all on me. And I did it every day. 12 hours a day, sometimes 14, sometimes 16. And I created this. It's not the biggest place in the world. I show up here every day, and I pretty much like it. There's some days I want to strangle my company. I want to kill it. I want to smash its face and go, you know what? Screw you, you bastard. But I don't. I hold on because it's like a child. I nurtured it from nothing, bought the building, so now I own the building for cash. I have no mortgage on it. And, you know, I got all these fun toys and crap to play with, and IT stuff to mess with, and problems to solve, and customers to please, and some customers to fire, because we fire our customers too. And some people would say, well, you can't fire your customers. Yes, we do it. We have. We work with people we like to work with. We are the most efficient and productive with people we gel with. You know, so if you walk into my shop and you disrespect one of my staff members or myself, we don't work well with you. So it's not efficient anymore. So it makes no sense. The dollar, the profit, isn't the actual purpose. It's the work that's the purpose. The goals that we achieve together, that's the purpose. And I couldn't do that working for somebody else, because usually, and 90% of the people that I meet go, well, the guy was going to pay you $3,000. I mean, why wouldn't you let him yell at you for a while and degrade you in front of the entire staff? I mean, come on. That makes so much sense. For $3,000? I don't need your $3,000. I don't need it. I don't. And that's because I set myself up this way. I work for myself. Nobody above me. I'm the boss. I can do that. You're fired. Goodbye. So anyways, long story short is I went to work. My dad and I don't even know if he did this on purpose, by the way. I just didn't think he cared much that I was sweeping snow off of lumber and being a bitch runner for all the crew and stuff. I don't know if he even put that much thought into it, but if he did, then he's awesome and great for that. It sucked, but it was good. It pushed me into the right direction. So when you're a runner at Amazon and you're bitching and moaning about not having a bathroom, that sucks. I get that part. But, you know, make a change. This is America, man. You can go and do whatever you want. You can build something out of nothing if you want. And if I can do it, I'm not even that smart. I've got like just slightly above average intelligence. I am not even that smart. And I did it. You know why? Because I worked hard. I was passionate about something and I loved it. I don't love it every day, but, you know, I love it. So, anyhow, I've ranted for 10 minutes now. 10 minutes on this watch, and I hope you learned something. If you found this video informative or at least a bit entertaining, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button, yes, and then the little bell. Ding! And then every time I upload one of these insane rants, the ravings of a mad computer repairman, you'll get a notification. So, until we meet again, thank you so much. Thank you for all your comments and all the people who have made me uploading YouTube content worthwhile, because you guys are awesome. And to all your trolls out there, keep trolling, because that's what you do. All right, adios.